Mm-hmm. Is my camera on?
Uh-uh.
There we go.
Okay. Okay, so didn't you do the 10 song playlist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh oh crap. Okay, so can you tell me when did your depression start and the story behind it?
Okay. My depression started my senior year. Um, it started in August, like the very beginning of my senior year, and it was because, like I mentioned in your interview, my car started acting up. So like I would have to like first of all, before I even started driving, my mama is one of the people to be like, I'm around the corner and she's not around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like once I got my car in 10th grade, it was my 12th grade year at the time that I started feeling depressed. I wasn't used to like waiting on nobody to come pick me up no more. Like I was used to being able to leave when I wanted to. So like getting out of school and stuff, um, I would have to wait on her or my grandma, and they would just take forever to come get me. And like getting to school, I would have to pay, not really pay. He didn't ask me for money, but I gave it to him anyway. But like the only person that lived in my neighborhood that like went to my school, so because I was not riding the bus, I don't care. And like my grandma was also still working, so like sometimes my grandma couldn't just like leave work and come get me when she needed to. So my aunt would have to come get me sometimes. I'm trying to get somewhere light because it's getting dark like real fast. My aunt would have to come get me sometimes, and my bad. Let me open my blinds. Okay, that's a little better. My aunt would have to come get me sometimes, and she was also in her last semester of college to becoming a teacher. So like she couldn't just leave on demand. It was just me having to wait on people
Mm-hmm.
mainly. And then also my boyfriend was starting college and he's on the football team. And like the whole summer, it was football practice like all the time. And like we could see each other, but at that time he didn't have a car either.
Mm-hmm.
So we really didn't see each other a lot. Like he plays football for the school that my mom graduated from. So like and it was he didn't move anywhere. He went to school in our town. So like distance wasn't an issue. But it was just the fact that at that time neither one of us had a car then. So like we would see each other like on his game day. After the game we would tailgate together and stuff. But like as far as attention, college football on top of classes, on top of study hall, on top of him still have free time to hang with his friends. I just feel like I was an afterthought. And I'm a brat. I need attention. So like I felt alone all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
then like the senior activities we had going on, I would have to ask somebody, hey, can y'all come get me? And like not having a car really exposed my real friends because I got my car in 10th grade. So I was one of the first few that were driving. So
Mm-hmm.
like when somebody needed a ride somewhere, they wanted to go somewhere, I go pick them up. But I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see that same energy. So I just feel like all y'all fake. Don't talk to me. So I didn't enjoy my senior year at all. Like nothing about it.
Um. So did you talk to your mom about it, or you just?
I tried. So my mom, like, she has her own issues. I'm not gonna say issues; it make her sound crazy, but like, she has her own things that she deals with, like work. She manages. Well, she's an accountant, and she works for like the nursing home audit of Medicaid. So like, her employees travel to different nursing homes in Alabama, pretty much, and make sure that they're using the funds correctly. But for them to be so grown, they're childish. And
Mm-hmm.
like they argue with each other all the time. So she was having to deal with that at work. And then I didn't want to put extra stuff on her by coming home. I'm sad all the time. So I didn't really talk to her. I would talk to my grandma though.
Okay. So what genres did you include on your playlist?
I included gospel and R&B. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
And do you like any other kinds of music other than that?
Um, It just depends on the artist. I would say the type of music.
And how does listening to music help you get through depression?
It just take me to another world. I know this sounds crazy, but it really do. Like, I can shut out all the outside noise and just listen to the music. And I'm not a person that just listen to music to listen to it. I like really relate to lyrics.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Did you have any other ways that you coped with depression other than listening to music?
Going to work. At that time, I was working at Red Lobster
Mhm.
as a hostess, and like at our Red Lobster back home, it was a lot of ASU students, so it was a lot of college students there,
Mhm.
and like I looked up to them as like my big brothers and sisters when they weren't getting on my nerves, but at the same time, with it being college students, there were also people that had been working there 20, 30 years, so like they're the OGs in there, and they feel like because they older than you, they can talk to you any kind of way. And I wasn't going for that. And my aunt was the manager. Well, she was one of my managers. So like I would argue with them all the time. Cause don't treat me like I'm no little girl. I get paid the same amount as you do. And like I give you respect, so I just feel like respect should be reciprocated. So some days I felt like I was having fun at work, and some days I was ready to go home.
Mhm.
But
So, think listening to music or going to work and being around friends, like which one worked best for you, or did you like both?
listen to music, and I also forgot during that time I was playing volleyball too.
So sports.
Yeah,
So how long were you playing volleyball?
I've been playing volleyball since 8th grade.
Would you say your depression has gotten better, the same, or has it gotten worse?
It's gotten much better.
Better.
A lot, yes.
Do you still feel depressed sometimes?
Yeah, but I found other ways other than music to cope with that, which is working and just being in a new environment like JSU. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like lonely sometimes here, but this time last year I was like I didn't want to talk to anybody for real. So I feel like I'm in a much better place mentally.
Okay. So how would you rate your depression on a scale of 1 to 10, and why?
I would rate it as a 7. I
Mm-hmm.
never like had thoughts of like harming myself or nothing like that. It was just the fact that like I wanted to be understood by people, and I feel like everybody around me did not take what I was feeling seriously at all. So like the few people that did know that I was sort of depressed, I consider them my very good friends because like they tried to get me out the house and do stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
honestly feel like I would have done more, but I was also like juggling a lot with being in magnet school, playing volleyball, going to work. It was
Mm-hmm.
a lot on me, especially not having a car. So like
Mm-hmm.
I would have to get up, plan my ride for like the next week, pretty much. And also at school, I was doing like it's like a clinical program in our medical program or whatever. And at first, my good childhood friend Cam, the teacher before all this started, she said we couldn't carpool.
Mm-hmm.
So like we kind of like bent the rules a little bit. And like the first semester, it came in handy because the teacher put us in the same like rotation, so we would go to the same hospital for the first
Mm-hmm.
semester, and it worked out fine. But second semester, my teacher, I was trying to do the right thing, to be honest. So I told her, I was like, "Look, me and Cam carpool first semester. I don't have a car. My mama got to be at work at 8. You want us to be at clinicals at 8, so." I mean, this was what was working for me. You didn't even know about it. So can you just like put us on the same rotation again? And the teacher was a complete butthole about it.
So why
And
she didn't want carpool?
hmm,
Why she didn't want y'all to carpool?
I don't know. She didn't have a specific reason for us carpooling. She just kept saying like it's up to the parents on whether she
Oh
didn't
yeah.
or whatever. But like I said, me and this girl grew up together. Our moms are close or whatever. So like we had our moms email her, call her, and be like, "It's fine." that they carpool or whatever, and she still said no. So because of that, like, she caused me to stress out a whole lot more. And her husband is the pastor at my boyfriend's church. I didn't even want to go to church with him no more. That's how mad I was at that lady. Because you didn't have to do that. Like, you made it harder for me because I was already going through a lot with not having a car anyway. So, like, my mom had to figure out, like, which family members would be able to come get me. It was mainly picking me up from clinical and taking me back to school because our school day was from 8:30 to 3:30. But if you were in clinical, you had to be at your clinical site at 8 o'clock. And you had to leave your clinical site at 9:30. So my mom was already being late to work by dropping me off at 8. So she couldn't leave work, come get me from clinical and take me to school. So, like, we would have to pay family members to come get me, mainly my granddad and my auntie. But it was just a whole lot going on, and I still don't like the lady. I'm sorry.
So what lesson would you say you have learned, like going through all that?
I learned to talk to others about what's going on. I feel like it's better to get things off of your chest. I would say that getting help is needed, but I've been in counseling since I was in 5th grade, like just going to talk to somebody. And there's a lot of things that I don't like about the Black community. When they're going through stuff, they don't want to talk to people about it or open up to people about it. But honestly, it helped me a lot. So mainly just let people know what you're going through.
So that's the advice you would give someone if they were depressed?
Yes.
So were you depressed like every day, every other day, every once in a while, or like?
If I didn't have anything to look forward to that was fun, it would be every day. So mainly like Monday through Thursday. I might do some on the weekend, but it was mainly working. So.
Were you ever late to practice or anything like that? Like, were you not able to come home some days because you had to find a ride and?
Well, no. The high school I went to, we had a gym, like right on campus, so that was an issue. And like getting to games, we could carpool to games, so that wasn't an issue either.
Okay. And can you tell me a short story about, like, didn't you have a short story about each song or something like that?
I kind of have a story for each song, but yeah, I can.
Okay.
You want me to go in order? Like, okay, let me pull up the playlist again. Okay, the first song is "You Don't Know" by Zacardi Cortez, and and some of the lyrics in the song, he says that you don't know what I've been through, and that is why I'm so sure that my father never lets me down, because like I feel like during that time when I was depressed, everybody was letting me down, especially the people who I looked out for when I had a car. I feel like they weren't doing the same for me. No Ordinary Worship by Kelvante Gavin. This was just an upbeat gospel song that helped me get my mind off of other things. Sometimes R&B songs, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but like, when you sad, you put on music that makes you more sad. So like, I didn't want to do that all the time. So like, I found upbeat gospel songs that would like give me a perk up. The next song was Unfair by Black. He released his album right when me and my boyfriend were going through everything. And this boy sent me this song one day, and I was listening to it in class. I was ignoring my teacher, like I didn't want to listen to it. But I liked the song because in a way it kind of showed me his side of like how he was feeling, because like the type of person he is, he'll put his feelings to the side, like to cater to mine. So I just like this song because I know that he can relate to it. The next song is Endow Me by Leandria Johnson. First of all, this is like my favorite gospel singer. And with this song, sometimes I would feel like I was losing faith. Like with my religion and stuff, sometimes like I don't know. I never had thoughts about harming myself, but sometimes you just feel like you're praying and your prayers aren't getting answered. So with that song, it was just like a constant reminder to like stay focused on the main thing, which is God, and just stay grounded in your religion.
And everything fall into place.
The next song is "Deliver Me" or "This Is My Exodus" by Donna Lawrence. With this song, I listen to this song every day on repeat because it gave me something to look forward to. And like once I did get over my depression, I feel like it was my exodus. Like I'm finally here. I know I could do it. That type of thing. "Who Hurt You" by Daniel Caesar. That was another song that my boyfriend sent to me, and it also explained like what we were going through at that time and how he felt about it. And now we can sing it in the car together. Like that's our song to sing in the car together to each other. So the next song is "I Love You" by Layton Green. This whole album was really good, but I could put he said different artists for each song. So with that song, like I said, I'm an attention seeking person. Like I have to have reassurance about a lot of things. And with him being around football players and just being in college period, and I was on campus with him and I was used to being like up under him all the time. I just felt like he was doing something sneaky. So with that, oh, I didn't say play now. Okay. Sometimes I feel like he was just get me to shut up. So like sometimes I feel like his feelings weren't genuine, and that's pretty much what this song is saying. And that song is "Lonely Child" by NBA YoungBoy. This song was amazing. This was also another song that I listened to on repeat. One lyric that I can't relate to was when he said he misses daddy because like my senior year, my dad, well, really my whole life, my dad and I weren't really close. And during that time, senior year is expensive. And I'm my dad's oldest child. He has my little sister, she's in 12th grade now. And then my little brother, he's like 9. But like when it came to like the financial part of senior year, some days I hated going to work. Even though I said like that was my way to like get away from things, I hated going to work when they would make me mad and I would be going off at work. But I just knew I couldn't quit work because like my whole life my mom has really done everything for me without my dad's help. And like that's why I started working when I was 15 to take some of the burden off of her. So yeah, just like the senior fees and stuff, I would be going half with my mom on everything when I feel like that was his responsibility. So yeah, that's how Lonely Child relates to that time. You Know My Name by Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Also another great gospel song. This song related to me because, like I said, sometimes I would lose faith or like lose sight of what really mattered in my life. So this just served as a constant reminder that God is first before everything. And some lyrics that related to this time were when she said, "No fire can burn me, no battle can turn me, no mountain can stop me. Why? Because you hold my hand." I really liked that part because it just gave me strength to like keep going and just know the better days were coming. The last song was "Wasted Love" by Jhené Aiko. Again, dealing with that boy. So some days I felt like I was putting in more than I was getting. But like now that I'm in college, I understand that sometimes you're gonna forget to text back. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that song. I just felt like I was giving more than I was receiving. So I feel like my love was being wasted. But that's the playlist.
Who are your top 3 favorites?
My top 3 favorites would be "I Love You" by Layton Green, "Lonely Child," and "This Is My Exodus."
I'm trying to see. Questions. Hmm. Oh, you said some songs were suggested by others. What songs were suggested?
Um,
And didn't they
um,
have a story behind them or something like that?
hmm.
Didn't the people that suggested songs have a story behind them?
Yeah, the only person that suggested songs from this was my boyfriend. But it would be Unfair by Black or Six Lack, whatever you want to call them. Who Hurt You by Daniel Caesar, and that was it. So only two songs that he suggested.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, time.
21 minutes.
Because I think that's all my questions.
Okay. Could you relate to any other songs, or have you listened to any other songs on the playlist?
Um, um, yeah, not really. Because like, when like you said your boyfriend sent you songs, like I can't relate to that because I'm not. So I just go with whatever happens. Um, what was that? What was the last church song? Um,
Wasted Love.
church song. One of the church,
Oh. Let me check again.
the gospel.
You Know My Name by Tasha Cobbs.
I love this song.
Okay. Let me see. When you listen to the playlist, were there any songs that like you didn't know or never heard of?
Let me go back to the playlist. I'm trying to see. I think I knew just about every song. Let me see. Oh, I didn't know you don't know. And no ordinary. I
Okay.
didn't know. But I knew the rest.
Um, could you relate to any of like the meanings behind the song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which one?
I just love that song. The I Love You song. That's really about it. And then You Know My Name.
Any more questions? 'Cause I don't have anything else. Oh, do you plan on doing this project as well?
Yes. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I'm doing it.
Okay, what will your playlist consist of? Like, what type of genre music?
R&B, gospel, maybe hip hop. That's about it. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Like, did he have like you had to choose a specific song for this like thing, or you just choose the songs you wanted to choose?
You just pick the songs that you want to choose,
Okay.
but you have to have a story behind them.
Let me see. What else can I ask? Let me see.
I'm trying to keep my phone lit up so you can see me. My light is broken in my room.
Uh, that's really it. That I got. Hmm. So do you listen to those songs, or it's just like different songs, like every day, like whenever you're feeling depressed? Is it those particular songs, or you have other songs that you listen
Oh
to?
no, I have way more, but like those are the most relevant ones to like that specific.
Hmm.
And I had a limit of 10 songs, so those were the only songs that I could pick.
So do you have to like ride and listen to music, or are you person like to sit in the room and listen to music?
I'm mainly a sit in the room type of person, or like in the shower type thing. But
Um. So are you the type to like your face shows when you're like depressed, or do you just, or it doesn't show like when you're depressed? Like, can someone tell that you're depressed?
my no, they couldn't tell I was depressed. But my facial expressions will get me in trouble way before my mouth does. Because like if I'm not feeling something, I'm gonna let you know, or my face will let you know. So yeah.
Um. Let's see. That's really it.
I think 26 minutes will be enough. You just say approximately 30, 40 minutes. All right, I'm going to stop the recording and then I will, well, you can call me back.
Okay.
Okay.